This is Janelle Robbins-Gady, EDL 856, with my Module 4 presentation, Policy, Goals, and Strategies for School and Community Relations. I interviewed the District Superintendent of USD 216, who also serves as the elementary school principal, regarding policy for school community relations. I created a list of yes questions and a list of no questions based on her response to the following. Does the district have a written communications policy that focuses on school community relations? The response to this question was no, but we do have a detailed crisis plan in case of an emergency. From this point, I asked if she felt a policy in this area would benefit the district and how. Her response was yes, a strategic plan would help address the negative stigma that has developed over the past several years. A plan focused on improving communications with parents, staff, and community residents would help rebuild confidence in the local school. My next question addressed unwritten expectations. Are there any unwritten guidelines that the Board of Education and Administration expect school personnel to follow? Yes, any mass communication that is sent home to parents needs to be reviewed by an administrator first. This keeps us informed of specific activities and situations in the school, and we are not taken by surprise if we are contacted by parents regarding the particular message that is received. The message must then be translated for non-English speaking parents before being sent home. What is the impact of not having a written policy? The biggest problem is that sometimes the first contact the school has with parents is negative. A written public relations policy would help highlight the positive attributes of the school, which could build stronger relations with parents and patrons in the community. How would the district proceed if it were to initiate a policy? This would take some time and energy in order to create an effective program, but first I would discuss the concept with the Board of Education and ask them to consider the benefits of working on a policy of this nature. If consensus supported the development of policy and a plan, I would form a committee which included staff, parents, students, a Board of Education member, and district patrons, probably 6 to 8 people max. The committee would research and discuss examples from other districts to help find something that fits our school. Would the cost of developing a policy be worth the investment? Probably. The goals and strategies of the plan would need to be within the means of the district financially, but I would also look for ways to communicate information through free resources. What role do teachers have in a school community public relations policy? All personnel have a role, but teachers play an important part because they are the first contact that parents have with the school. Many contacts with parents are done face-to-face, and this interpersonal communication is another part of school community relations that needs addressed. A policy should include some type of in-service education for staff, which focuses on the importance of their roles and responsibilities. What audiences would a policy for this district target? There are several, but the primary audience for external communications would be parents, followed by patrons who live within the school district boundaries and high school alumni. And of course, the primary audience for internal communications is the staff. What are the primary channels of communication that the district currently uses for their school community relations? Email is the system used to communicate daily with staff, and for immediate communication with parents, the Alert Now system is used along with the district website. Other school and community news and information is reported in the Lakin newspaper and occasionally some items will appear in the Garden City Telegram. The district also has a Facebook page for the middle school, high school, and elementary school. The Facebook page for the middle school, high school is visited more frequently and is updated by the principal, school counselor, and the school resource officer. At the elementary school, the page is updated by the principal. Currently, though, there is no written policy for this Facebook page. Those who update it are to use their best judgment. The superintendent indicated that this was probably something that needs addressed. Would enacting a policy change the way these channels are used? If a policy were in place, the news to these channels and other media sources would occur on a more consistent basis, which would increase the number of positive communications that reach the public. Would a school community relations policy include a method for contacting state legislators? Most definitely. Our area legislators need to get information from the schools regarding the successes that our students are having, along with communications from the superintendent and Board of Education regarding other school issues. It is important to establish communication channels with this audience. My aha moments. After this interview, these two items stood out. Number one, having a well-designed public relations plan is of great value, especially during a time when schools are highly scrutinized by lawmakers and the media. And number two, teachers play an important role, and the plan should outline specific activities for their involvement. I believe that the following standards support the development of a communication policy which is focused on school community relations. Standard number 6, standard number 1. This concludes my presentation. Have a great weekend.